You might have seen the sky after sunset, and you will also notice one or more bright spots which are shining in the sky, and soon the numbers will increase, so we'll not be able to count them anymore. The whole sky is filled with very tiny, shiny objects. Some may be bright, some may be dim, and it seems as if the sky is studded with diamonds and they will be twinkling. But if you look them very carefully, you will find that some of them do not twinkle. They simply glow without any flicker, just like the moon will shine. So along with these bright objects, we may also see the moon on most of the days. But sometimes, or it may appear in different shapes, different positions. You may see the full moon only once in a month. Only once in a month. It's a full moon night. We call it as a Purnima. Purnima. After 15 days, that is a fortnight later, we can again see it in its entirety. It's a new moon. It's a new moon night. We call it as Amavasya. In this day, we can watch the night sky best, provided the night is clear. So have you ever wondered, why can't we see the moon and all those bright tiny objects during the daytime? Why can we only see them in the night time? It is because the very bright light of sun does not allow us to see these bright objects in the night sky. They on most of the important part is on the back side. That means the earth also revolves. So at night time we can see, because sun is not there, but in the daytime the sunlight will not allow us to see all these. The sun, the moon, and all these objects which we are talking about shining in the night sky, these are celestial bodies, celestial objects. Some celestial bodies are very big and hot. They are made up of gases, and they have their own heat and light, and they emit them in large amounts. These celestial bodies are known as stars. So sun is nothing but a star. And there are countless twinkling stars in the night sky, like sun. But we don't feel their heat or light. They look so tiny. Why? Because sun is closer to us. But these stars are very, very, very far, light years far from us. And you must have noticed that all the objects, they look smaller when you see from a distance. If you see an aeroplane or anything in the sky, like the helicopter, when it is at great height, they will look smaller. So while watching the night sky, as you see here, you will notice different patterns formed by different group of stars. Like this, it's a pattern. It's a pattern like a spoon. These are called constellations. Ursa Major, Big Bear, these are constellation. Ursa Major or Big Bear, these are they are constellation, example of constellation. And one of them is easily recognizable constellation, which is called the Small Bear or Saptarishi. Sapt means seven, Rishi means sages. So it's a group of 7 stars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are 7 stars that forms a part of this large Ursa Major constellation. You can ask your elders, a family or neighborhood to show you more stars, planet and constellation. So in ancient times, people used to determine directions during the night with the help of stars. They have only this possibility. The North Star indicate the north direction, so it was being called as the pole star. This is the North Star. This was called as a pole star. So it always remains in the same position in the sky, and we can locate the position of this pole star with the help of this Saptarishi. See, this is a Saptarishi. So these two stars and this North Star, they are in same line. These are the pointer stars. You are facing north. We can locate the position. You see that if an imaginary line is drawn joining the pointer stars and extended further, it will point to pole stars. So what is this happening here? A girl is watching, and these are two stars of this Big Bear Ursa Major. And if you draw a line from these two stars, it will take you to the pole star or North Star. Some celestial bodies, they do not have their own heat and light, so they are lit by the light of the stars. And such bodies, these are known as planets. Planets, they do not have their own heat or light. This word planet, this comes from the Greek word which is planetai. That means wanderers. The earth on which we live is of course a planet. Earth is a planet. It gets all the heat and sun from where? From the almighty sun. This is our nearest star. So if we look at the earth from great distance, say if you go to moon and look, it will appear just like a shining object, just as the moon. Okay. So the moon that we see in sky is what? It is a satellite. It is our companion. It moves around us, that is Earth. So like our Earth, there are 8 other planets that get heat and light from sun. Some of them, they have their own satellites, that is, they have their own moons too. The solar system, the sun, 8 planets, satellites, and there are other celestial bodies which are known as asteroids and meteoroids. I'll tell you an interesting fact. Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus, they have rings around them like this. They have, if this is a planet, they have a ring around them like this. There is a ring. So these are belt of small debris. These rings, they may be seen from the earth if we have powerful telescopes. So this is our solar system. This is sun, and we all the planets, they revolve around the sun. Mercury is the closest. Then we have Venus, Earth, Mars, then Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. So these are the numbers which are given. And see, for example, this Mercury is the closest, so it takes only 88 days to orbit around sun. That means it will orbit like this, come back to its same position in 88 days, and it will spin on its axis. So it will take 59 days to spin on its axis. I'll give an example of Earth. So Earth, it will take how much? Earth will take 365 days to revolve around the sun. Precisely 365.25 days. And it spins, 1 day it will take, that is 24 hours. It has one satellite, which is Moon. So these are all different planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. These are called the inner planets because they are very close to sun and they are made up of mostly rocks. These are from 5th to 8th. These are outer planets. These are very far from the sun, and they are huge planets made up of gases and liquids. This is our solar system. So we have meteoroids, planets, satellites, and asteroids. They form the solar system, and we call them as a solar family. and sun is our boss, it's our head. So sun is the center of solar system. It's very huge, and it is made up of extremely hot gases. It provides that pulling force that would bind the solar system, gravitational pull, gravitational force. The sun is the ultimate source of heat and light for the solar system. So we all the planets and etc., they get the heat and light from sun. But the tremendous heat is not felt so much because we are nearer to it, but because there are so many atmospheric layers, we'll talk about that later. But the tremendous heat is not felt so much by us because despite being our nearest star, it is quite far away from us. Actually, sun is about 150 million kilometers away from the earth. That is why we calculate this in light years. Then planets, there are 8 planets, more are being discovered. So let us talk about these now. In order of their distance from the sun: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Now, if you're not very good in memorizing, there is a way how to memorize this. There is easy way: MVEMJSUN. MVEMJSUN. So you can just remember this line: my very efficient mother just served us nuts. My very efficient mother just served us nuts. The first letter of all the words in these sentences are the first letter of the names of the planets. So all the 8 planets of the solar system, they move around the sun in their fixed orbits. Why? Because of the gravitational pull. These paths are elongated. These are called orbits. Mercury is the nearest to sun. It takes only 88 days to complete one round along its orbit. Venus is considered as Earth's twin because of size and shape. It's almost similar to the Earth. Until recently, Pluto was also considered as planet. However, in a meeting of International Astronomical Union, a decision was made that Pluto is just like any other celestial objects discovered in recent past, may be called as dwarf or small dwarf planets.